So what I suggest, you make a copy of that clone of that server. I can. So how do you do the cloning? So you just select the server, which is not running, must be off. And then I think I remove one of them. Which one I can remove? So you select the server and check this one, clone. So how do you like to name it? So I would suggest you're going to say your student ID, right? Your student ID, first name, and then server core. Server core, you can say like this. So you can do the full clone.
And this clone is of server 2 now?
Yeah, so the server to which you had been working yesterday. Okay, I'll try. You know, the grading is really a super task, you know. So class time, if it is a 2 hours, grading requires 4 to 5 hours. You understand what I mean? So I spent 4 to 5 hours to grade you all because that's a huge class.
And we are worried because these are the least grades we get from the other subjects too. That's why.
Okay, so worried means you need to fix the problem, not to push me hard to give you full grades. Okay. Okay, the clone had been created. So this is our clone. So let's get to there. So this is going to be server core. We're going to configure it as server core. So all we need to do, we need to rip off the graphical user interface. So you can do it using the PowerShell, or you can do it uh, from your add remove features, right? So you need to go to the toolbox and remove roles and
Excuse me,
features.
ma'am.
Remove roles and features. Yes.
Ma'am, do we need to make a full clone or a linked clone?
Well, your lab title was Server 2021. I was surprised. Where is Server 2021? Are you working with Server 2021? I didn't teach you server. Microsoft even didn't launch Server 2021.
No, man, it was 2012. In feedback, you have written that I haven't installed 2021.
You guys keep pushing me to. I have to first address your all the questions regarding and give you the full 200 out of 100, right? So you don't like me to teaching further. So I'm going to stop then. You're going to finish all those tasks by yourself. Okay? Make sense? Have difficulty to understand me. Arshdeep, what is the writing here? Windows Server 2021? And I'm still
Ma'am, you can check
surprised.
in the screenshot. It's a 2012, ma'am. But in the starting, I know that I have written
No,
20.
no, you're raising concern in a wrong way. I'm just wondering where is Windows Server 2021? Even Microsoft doesn't have it launched.
No, ma'am, I haven't installed 2021. I
No,
don't.
you don't know what you're doing, right?
No, ma'am, it's just a one word mistake, ma'am. I installed
There are
12.
many mistakes. There are many mistakes,
Which,
not just one word.
which,
So you read in my feedback, right?
and what, ma'am, you told me the.
You're not careful about what you're submitting. Blank pages, Server 2021, right? So you need to know what you're submitting, please. While other people may think, okay, whatever you submit, you get your 100%. I cannot do like that because I'm working, I'm helping you guys, I'm teaching contents. So I want to see some better feedback. Do you agree with that? If you like me to say correct for the wrong things and give you the full marks, that's really difficult and it's going to hurt you, you know, if not
No, no,
now,
no.
later
That
on in
is
the
just
production.
cross me. I'm not saying that I get 100 marks.
So you have 50% marks already, whatever you have submitted anyways. So please, one thing, better not to push to get the 100 marks. Push your work better, right? Try to improve your work rather than pushing me, hey, Bisha, you should give us full marks because other teachers are giving us full marks. I don't like that kind of comparison, you know. What other teachers are doing, that's their job. They are responsible what they are doing. Okay? You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, everybody is responsible, you know. If someone is doing like and giving you 100% whatever you submit, whether it is Windows Server 2021 or 22, so don't please compare with me. Anyways, that's going to be helpful. You need to learn from your mistake rather than pushing me, Basha. You have to give me the something else which I really like. So then submit something which I really like. Okay. Well, I give some percentage. I could give you the zero at that point, Windows Server 2021, right? That's the point. I even don't go scroll down the screen. That's not my job to see what did you write there, the blank pages and etc. etc. So if I see something wrong right at the beginning, I won't go down further. I'll give you straight zero. Okay, can I say, hey, I'm teaching Linux, Ubuntu, but I'm giving you the wrong heading and I'm gonna do something else underneath of it. Would you like it? Not really, right? So heading make a sense what we are doing exactly. You may not like it at this point, but I'm pretty sure as you improve your work, so you're going to like it. And this is how we learn. Anyways, uh, is there any other question? Anything else? So I would like to go further if you guys are not ready. Yes. Anything else? Any other question? So you like me to address first all the grades I have published? Okay. So who else has a concern about it?
Me, ma'am, Gurinder Singh.
Okay.
Me too, ma'am. Akashdeep.
So there's a little work is left with the lab too. If you guys don't mind to finish the lab 2 task. So I will check out how many you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
concern. You
No
can see
worries.
in the chat box. One, two. So attendance is when we reach to the attendance. Uh, one, two, and two peoples in the chat box have concern with the grades. Okay, so we can discuss it further for two peoples once we finish the laptop. Would it be okay? Okay, three peoples. Well, out of 54 class, right, three peoples have concerns. So I don't think so. We should spend 1 hour to resolve the three people's problem, right?
Ma'am,
So okay, you write down your feedback in the chat box. What is your concern? So I can quickly look at that point. But after we finish those little steps from okay, so the people who have concern about the lab grade, right? And they think that they did a very good job, and the marks they receive is not what they deserve to have. So write in the chat box your name and your concern and my feedback. Okay. If you have received any in word feedback or text feedback. So rather than I spend 2 hours just talking about four problems from four other people's, would it be okay? So I'll check it sometimes at the end or maybe after the class. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Makes sense? So type your concern in the chat box, question in the problem you have, and yes, 100% means you followed along the instructions as I showed you, as I demonstrate you. That's the 100%, and many people have 100% there. Anyways, so well, we can work together to but you cannot push me to give you the 100%. Just remember, you cannot push me to give because I'm working with you, right? Anyways,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
okay, let's get. So have you created the clone, right? So what is next after? So you get to the clone, you start your clone machine. That is basically server core. We're going to assign a role of server core to this machine. Yeah, this space could be a concern. So have some room. Did you? Okay, so how many virtual machines you have? How many virtual machine? You can just delete
4,
or
ma'am.
four. That's too
Three,
much for
ma'am.
you.
5.
For so are you running the all of them? Huh?
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Don't run all of them. Shut down all the machines. Only run clone machine. Don't run the even clone machine, in order to create the clone, this machine should be
Okay,
off.
ma'am.
Shut down all the machine because when the machine is running, it's taking the resources from your system. It's using the resources, right? But then when
Okay,
it is
ma'am.
power off, then the allocated hard disk would be available to do something else. But after doing this lab, you can delete this server. Uh, uh, it's just for this lab server core, right? Because server core would be difficult for you to manage, so we will mostly work with the graphical user interface, GUI interface. So mm, taking a lot of time. What can I do for this? um okay, if it is taking a lot of time, so you can just install a new one, or um, install a new one with the server core option. Anyways, you need to know how the server core looks like and how would it work if you have to work with it. Um, that's your call. I'm not forcing you and pushing you. If your system resources not let you to do it, then don't do it. What else you can do then? I cannot ask you go get a new computer and go get a new hard drive. You know, that's your choice. So anyways, you can make some room and don't run all the servers. Don't just look at me that I'm running 3 servers at a time because this machine is pretty strong, right? So when I am saying run one machine, yes, you need to run one machine, right? Even if I'm running 2 or 3 machines. Okay, you understand what I mean? So if we have to run two, then we can pause one of them and we can go to the another one. This is another choice for the peoples who have the resource problem. Okay. Um, Make sense? Hopefully. So you go to the manage. So make sure you are on the server core or server clone. And then you go to the remove and repeat the step. What did you do before, right? But this time you're going to select user interface and infrastructure. So you're going to remove this one. Server graphical shell and graphical management tools and infrastructure. We did it from the PowerShell. If you remember, I think on Thursday, right? On Thursday we start this week class, right? So yeah, yeah, yeah. So print services, that's another thing, and this is another role, which is basically the graphical, the server manager itself, right? So all you need to do, go to the remove and roles and features, and then select this one to remove, and make sure that those two are also selected. Will they be fine if machine are in safe mode? Don't overwhelm your machine, Kapil. Don't overwhelm your machine. You may crash your machine then. Okay. If you don't have enough resources, don't just insist you have to do it. Machine, it's gonna get upset. If you don't have, your system says I don't have enough resources and going quite slower, then just you have to quit it. Otherwise, it may crash some other things on your computer. Okay, so let's get to uh, next. And what you're going to remove? So you're going to remove the feature. That is the feature. So you go to the next, and you're going to select here graphical user interface.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the previous step?
Yes, sure, no problem. Well, what we are trying to do, we are trying to set up the server core, which looks like uh, this, right? No server manager, no dashboard, no dashing contents, no attractive things, just a plain shell, right? That is what we call core, the main server itself, no fancy thing. So what make it fancy? This is what it makes the fancy. Um, this one, this feature, user interface in infrastructure. So all you need to do, you need to have either there are two ways to do, two or three way methods, not a single one. One is you can do it installation on a virtual machine, right? And at that point, it gives you the option to install data center core, right? So you can pick that option. Also, you can run the PowerShell command from one of your server, which you already have installed, for instance, server one, right? Or you can run this one. Okay, one suggestion I can give you for the people who are having the problem with making core, so don't disturb your machine. I can suggest you, okay, how many of you having problem with creating clone and having a shortage of resources? So what I can suggest, you go to the server one. Okay, no problem. Go to the server one. Don't create clone if your system is not having enough resources. Okay, go to the server one, start it, and just follow along uh, the steps I'm going to show you. Okay, so you follow along the steps and you take the screenshot, then you can get your server one back after those steps. If you really want to do this step, that's your choice. Okay. uh anyway, so get to, and you select it user, this one. So you're going to select this one. So it's going to say, okay, this is going to remove those two features. Are you guys up to here?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So shall we proceed? So you good up to here, right? So remove, excuse me,
Yes, ma'am.
remove features, and then now it is disappear, right? Now this is going to be ripped off, and then say remove. So make sure that you're running only one machine at a time. Don't run multiple machine at the same time, because that's gonna give hard time to your computer, because I'm not sure what kind of resources you guys have it anyways. So it's better not to run all the virtual machine at the same time. If you have to, I will tell you the technique later. But for now, just run one machine. Okay, so restart is required. So you can take the screenshot of step where does it say restart is required.
But ma'am, I haven't taken a screenshot. I restarted that.
Okay, then you will take it at the end. Once it is
Ma'am,
ripped off and you restart your computer.
yes, ma'am. It is at the command panel.
Yeah. So you can just take at that point, just in case if someone is still working on it. So take that step, the screenshot, and I have to see your name somewhere at the corner and somewhere. Don't hide it. If you're hiding, then I'm doubted whether this work it belongs to you or not. So it's ripping off the graphical interface. It may take a while. Well, it depends upon what is your processor speed and how much RAM you have. So how's it going? So far, so? You guys okay?
Very
Excuse
slow,
me, ma'am.
ma'am.
Hmm?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Can you tell me that on features which point we have to choose?
Okay. This one? This one, I just ripped it off. I cannot go back to the graphical interface on this machine. This one, I can show you on my slide. Uh, this one.
Can you just use
So you come to the remove. So you come to the next roles. This is not roles. That's a feature, right? So roles are DNS, ADDS, DHCP. Those are the roles. Print server. Those are the roles, right? So features means some additional things, right? So you need to uncheck this one. User interface is at the end because it is you. It starts from you, right? So check it down to the scroll down your screen under the features. So you would find there before the WW, right? Windows biometric framework. So so before W is there's a U, right? So user interface and infrastructure. So the last time on Sunday, if you guys not on Sunday, Thursday, if you guys remember, I used this command on one of my server, and I told you don't follow me at that point. I'll ask you to do it formally under the lab. So that is the PowerShell. That's an alternate way to do it. Under uninstall Windows feature and server GUI shell. And you can use one more command with this. So uninstall two features. You're uninstalling server GUI management infrastructure and server GUI shell. So you may use this one, the restart, uh, in your command or find it. It's gonna go restart anyways, whether you put it inside the command or not. Okay, got it? Uh, so let's get to the machine. So what do you see there? I just logged in and I see only the uh, black and white screen, right? This is the core. We don't have any more our fancy server dashboard and local server or all those kind of things. So it is a server. It will do all the things. We use it for the backup purpose mainly, right? So it is more faster than the GUI interface because it doesn't have any fancy appearance. But all you need to do, you need to run the command prompt commands to perform any task, right? So for instance, you need to assign some roles, or you need to change your computer name. So you can run config on this. So this is a command prompt, config. Let me make it bigger. Are you guys up to here? Okay. Hello.
Yes,
Still
ma'am.
removing features,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Huh? What
It's
happened?
too slow. Still
I'm
removing
slow,
features.
man.
Okay. Well, that's your computer. What can I do? Um,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, I didn't find user infrastructure feature in my side.
really.
Yes, ma'am. Can I share my screen?
1 second. Yes. Config. So this is the config window. That's a basic fundamental. There's a variety of command line options. We have it. So for instance, you need to change the computer name. So you can select the option 1. You need to join a network domain. You need to perform some network setting, IPv4 setting. So many options are there among 15 options, right? So you can pick any one of them. Uh, what we can do on from the graphical user interface, we can do all those tasks from here as well, right? Not this is one of the utility, but this is not the only utility. There are a bunch of more utilities which we can use to perform the different tasks. So for instance, if I need to rename the computer, so I'm going to say number 2, so it's asking me for enter the new computer name. So we can just say it's already there, right? So I can say um, server core. So I have to be restarted, right? So this is applied to the changes when the computer starts. It's asking me to restart now. So I'm going to exit from this. number 15. So I exit from the command prompt.
Ma'am, at which points do we have to take screenshots for lab?
Just run this utility at least, and then if you don't have the right computer and assign a computer name to server core, and that's it. And for this, for server core step, right? Um,
Ma'am, can you show the command again?
well, that's just as an option. So sconfig server configuration, sconfig server configuration command. So that's a utility, right? So here is the option 1, 2, 3, 4. So what task you want to perform? This is right now it is Bizarra S3 because I cloned it, right? That's a machine name, but I don't want to keep this machine name. I want to make it like server core. So I change it to the computer name, number 2 option. And then I hit the new name, and then it's asking me to restart your computer. So I can go to log off user, say yes. So, and then I can turn off this machine. Yes. Yes. What's the question? Someone has a problem to this step? Hmm? Who had a problem? I forgot the name. Yes.
Ma'am, it's me, Lapreet.
Please, are you okay now?
Ma'am, can I share my screen?
You want to share with? Okay. So everybody's okay if she's going to share the screen with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you all are good friends, eh? So Lovepreet, okay. So Lovepreet, I'm going to give you the access. Lovepreet Singh.
Or
No,
ma'am,
it's a different L-A. How do you spell? First, give me first 3 letters of your name.
LAV, Preet Kaur.
L-A-V. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. So yes, you can share at this point. Let's try to tell me the problem in words that's going to be quick, right?
Yes, ma'am, I
Yes.
am here
Okay.
removing.
Okay. Go to next. Scroll your screen a little bit up so I can see. Yes. Go next. Next further. Don't do anything on this page. Scroll
here.
down your scroll down your features window. So there you see go further down. User which version you have installed?
Ma'am,
Is it
2012.
2012 with data center is standard?
Ma'am, I have to check that.
Okay, just go a little bit up, Maybe you have removed it. Okay, just go a little bit up. Let me see. Maybe you have removed it. Okay, so wait, go slowly. So did you remove any user interface from here?
Ma'am,
Not yet. Okay, so go a little bit up. Yeah, go slowly up. I think you didn't install data center. It's the standard version. Go up, go up. Up means just scroll up. Yes. Yeah, just scroll up further. Scroll up further. Slowly. Uh, yeah, you don't have it there. So cancel it. Cancel it. Microsoft Server Data Center. Yeah, it's a data center. Okay. So you can do it from the PowerShell. Don't worry. So I'm gonna
Okay,
send
ma'am.
it. So run the PowerShell. Go to the PowerShell. You know how to get there, right? So go to the PowerShell right in the left corner. Yes. You can see it. You know what? Wait a minute. No, 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 no. I don't see the version. Which version is it? The right top corner? Bottom corner is 20 something else, not 2012.
Windows Server, ma'am, 2022. But I
Why to?
installed, ma'am, but I installed 2012.
Oh my God. That's the reason. That's the problem.
But I don't know what is the reason behind this.
Because you picked downloaded Windows Server 22 data center.
No, ma'am.
Well, that's a different view. I can feel it. It's a different version. Okay, go to the dashboard. Well, it says here, and you're saying no. What does it mean? It's exactly say what kind of server it is. It's a different view. Did I show you this view? No,
No, ma'am.
because you have installed a different machine. Server manager. If you go to the server manager, well, server manager gonna be in all server, whichever version you are working on. Yes, so go down, go to the local, all, yes, go to the local server. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I got your point because I remember this submission in D12. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, that is a wrong server. We're not working with server 2022. So server is server is there, right? Versions are coming, the advanced, and we're not working. If you start working with 2022, your system is gonna be quite slower.
Okay, ma'am. I
You
will
know.
try to again install.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. So read this one. Operating system. What does it say? Microsoft Windows Server 2022 data center. So the link, I think, two times I repeated yesterday, day before yesterday, which version you should install, you know? And I keep teaching you 2012 in all my slides, everywhere, in my all headings, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you guys are thinking about 2022 or 2021? Because we are in 2021. But you have to have some fundamental thoughts in order to work with 2022 server. You know, those basic thoughts are same whichever server you move on or after 2012. You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you better uninstall this, just delete this machine
Okay, ma'am.
and create a new machine for 2020. You might have created 2012. Yeah, if you go to your virtual machine list, can you go to the virtual machine list? You might have created a 2012 virtual machine, but not installed a 2012 operating system. That's another problem I have noticed with some people's installed with 20 server on Windows 7 virtual machine. If you do those incompatible things, see, you're going to get problems in doing the lab. Please
Ma'am,
try to,
ma'am,
yes,
here is
try
a
to understand. Yes.
version window 2012.
Okay, dear. This is you have said that, right? 2012. This is you have said that, right? This is the you have said that the Windows Server 2012, but it doesn't mean that this is the advanced version. So
Okay, ma'am.
I'm trying to explain you. I think it's good enough explanation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so can I get my control back?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I remember your submission. Yes, that's because now I realize that you installed something really too advanced. But the features are same. Basic features are same, but you have to first learn the fundamental things from some lower version. But 2012 it has a lot of things common with all the upcoming the latest version we have in the industry. Uh, okay. All right, so let's get back to, okay. So this is our server core. I'm going to shut it down here, right? So you guys are done with this part. So what we're going to do, so we shut it down and we're going to move our original server. Uh, okay, let me show you one more thing here. This one. Uh, wait, so let's get to this machine again one more time and see if name had been changed or not. Sconfig. Uh, so now server core name has been changed. So you can take the screenshot at this point and okay, I need to see this one, right? So you have changed your computer name.
Ma'am, my server already contains my student ID and name. And do I
Yeah,
have to change it again?
well, but it is not a server core. It is not the server core, right? It was server 2 or server 3,
Okay.
which you had cloned it. So
Okay, ma'am.
server core means it is just a ripped off version of the previous previous copy what you had it. Okay, so well, you can do whatever you like to do, right? So then if you I have to when I'm grading you, I'm looking for the steps I have told you. I think the document we created yesterday. Hmm, let me go to this one. Okay. Oh wait, this one. Right. So this is you had been working yesterday, and we must finish it today, right? No other choice. So you got your clone, copy clone. So you can give me the clone version of the virtual machine, just a quick screenshot, and then this one, right? So changing the clone name, computer name.
Can you please tell the total screenshots we have to submit you because we don't want our grades to be too low again.
Well, total screenshot is doesn't mean that the number of screenshot are not important. The contents you're displaying on the screenshot is important, right? So that is important that you have created a clone and then you said that this is what I have my computer name change, you know. So just the one step, you don't have to show me that lamp is cloning and all those percentage and everything, every single steps there. Not really. So you just give me the first step that you had and clone virtual machine, right? Like this. And then you have changed, or you show me this one, the first screen here. Okay, let me make your life more easier. Um, I would go to 15 and clear. And then this is what I want you first, right? So you give me this screenshot indicating that you have created the command line interface here. And then you run just two screenshot, should be good for this step. Config, sconfig, and with sconfig, so you showed me that you have changed your computer name to something new, right? Which indicate this is your clone
Ma'am,
computer,
I
core
gave the
computer.
command to change the name, but it restarted and again the same name appeared there.
It's not changed. It means number
Ma'am, I
two.
tried that 2 times. It isn't changing.
So
Excuse me, ma'am.
what you want me to do it? Repeat it again?
Ma'am, can you repeat from the part where you interface is removed?
I start the system. It appears like this, right?
Could
When,
you repeat this step? How to change the name in this?
okay. So please, you guys are paying attention, right? Pay attention, no
Yes, ma'am.
tension. Just this is the simple technique. Pay attention with no tension, okay? All right, so select the option number two. This is the number two option, computer name change. So enter the option here. Uh, so I already have changed something else. What you want me to do? It's CST 110, but you're not going to give this name, okay? CST 110 server core. Server core, okay? This is the new name, okay?
Ma'am, what's the format for the computer name? Like in what format do we have
The
to type?
same format. Your student ID. I'll ask you all the time. Use the same format. Whenever you're doing something
And
is
at the end, do we have to write server core or
so
SC?
yeah. Student, when you assign a name to the computer name, right? Whether it is your server or your some other the client computer, right? So which you did it in the lab one. So student ID, first name, I mentioned few more times earlier. So dash server one, server two, or server core. This time server core, right? Server core. SC. That's it. So this is has to be, it belongs to you, right? This should be you. Okay, got it. So now it's asking me to restart the computer because I remember what name I had changed. I had it before server core, which I changed it earlier. And then I'm going to restart it, yes. So I'm going to say, um,
Ma'am, actually the server name can't exceed 15 characters. I
so
can't
don't
write.
just write down first three letters of your first name. First three
Oh,
letters or one
oh,
letter or something like that. So you have to be flexible. Think about it, right? I
ma'am,
cannot say that you change your name or just in that case, if it's not accepting the number of letters, yes, you're right, it cannot be more than 15 letters. So if your student ID is occupying most of the number of letters, so just few letters of first name, some just first three letters of your first name.
Okay, ma'am.
That's going to be unique as well. I think so. With some exception, I have some duplicate. Uh, Anyways, so here, um, so get to there. So so try to use some. Be flexible, because we cannot just stuck with a small issues for 1 hours. You need to be. You need to adapt the things. What's going on there. So it has been changed to CST 110 to SC.
Ma'am, what were the command that you used?
Well, I'm not going to repeat it for 60 times. You have to pay attention when I'm showing you up. This is the second time I did.
Ma'am, my problem was there on laptop.
So ask on the discussion forum with your friends, okay? You have to try to listen me when I'm trying to explain. I cannot just repeat 653 times for 53 different people are planning. Let's do it now. Okay, so take the screenshot and save it to the Word. Okay, so what is next then? Let me see. What did you say in the chat box? Let me check it out. Well, I repeated this, Paul. Is this okay? You got it or not? Huh? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. All good? Okay. So you guys are good up to here, right?
And it had shown a restart error, so we can
Yeah.
like put that screenshot as well, right?
Yeah, restart the machine.
Oh.
Whenever you make some big changes on your server, right? So server is a sensitive machine. Server is an operating system. It is the operating system which make it a server, Just remember, that's a Windows operating system. Okay, so what we're gonna do now? So we have now 3 versions of the server. Two servers in one server core, right? So if you don't, after finishing your lab 2, you may delete the server core because we might not need it for further lab activity. We will be using most often the graphical user interface. It is for your knowledge that's another version, and network admin can work on the server core as well. Okay, so what is next now? I want you to shut down this server core. Shut down your server core.
Okay, ma'am.
And start your server 2. Shut it down. and then start server 2. So we're going to make some changes in this machine. You know, every time when we restart our computer, it give us some warning messages. Don't do it because that is a server, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to configure some registry. So we're going to edit the registry. May I have your policy number, please? So you go to server. May I have your full name, please?
इसको अपील कर की
Okay, so you start server manager, and what I want you to go to the command, and you can run from here or you can just type in regedit there. So please try to follow me. Regedit. So this is the registry. That's the registry is the repository to keep the track of all system resources. So we have 5 hotkeys here. So are you guys up to here? Did you open the registry? So I think I provide you the link for the registry. Let me see if I had posted on D12.
Ma'am, you opened this at server 1.
Server 2, the server we are doing on server 2 first. Go to the server 2, turn it on, in from run window, type in there reg edit edit single word. Registry is basically a repository for system resources. So you can check it out on D12. I had a registry editor resource for you for your reference, just in case if you are left behind or feeling behind. So you can refer this link there, reg editor, right? So we can edit the registry, modify the registry contents, but you have to be very careful because it is common in all Windows version, Windows 7, 8, Server 2008, Release 2, and Server. This is the version we are working, please remember. This is the version. Well, this is for your reference. This is the reference, right? So this is the reference, but we are doing most of the configuration on the server 2012. Okay, so you go to the registry link. It is on D12. So you're going to configure the registry. So registry basically has some key values, right? The key values means every key has some particular information related to the resource. So as you can see, there are 5 keys. H keys means hotkeys, right? So for classes, for current users, local machine, and users in the current configuration. So every key has a system configuration related to that particular hotkey. So like a repository means what exactly your system configuration, what kind of software, what kind of application, what application configuration you have it. So every tiny, teeny detail is stored in this registry. It's created when you install the operating system. You didn't do that, but you install the operating system. That's created. It's a register, you can say, right? Like I have a roll call register which has a list of the users I have. This is one version of the registry, the list of the users who are using it, what's the permissions and privilege that users have, right? So similarly it has the okay, let me clear this one. So you are on this page, correct? So what I want you to go to the, so we're going to edit some registry and we're going to make some changes in our system names, or system names appears under the local key. For instance, you're working in an environment which has 20 computers, older computers, right? And your boss have told you that those computers we purchased second-hand computers, and we want to assign those registry contents should reflect our organization name rather than the organization it belongs to before. So what you're going to do, we do some configuration there. So we'll create some security messages if someone is trying to log into this computer malfunctioning. So, or intruders, so they're going to get some message, a security message, right? So what we're going to start, you can get to this registry also using win key combinations. So if you hit the win key, win and R key combinations, you would be on the ridge edit and you can run it. Win run, win R means the run window, right? All right. So if you go there, Edge key local machine software. So get to the software. Those are the different hard keys inside the local machine software configuration. So under the configuration, we're going to change Microsoft Windows current version and system policies. So get down to the Windows and get down to the current version and check it out, the system policies. Under the current version. So it is alphabetically ordered. Those things are under the current versions. So you're going to go to the policies and system and then system. Okay, with that, before making any changes to the registry, it is always recommended to back up your registry, right? So backup registry means just in case if you make mistake and you can export it, right? So export means you back it up. So it's going to be stored registry backup, server registry, server. So just in case if you made a mistake, so you can restore your initial server registry configuration. Otherwise, you may lose some configuration setting. So under the system, so get to the legal notice. So if someone is trying to log in and we're going to send it with the wrong username and password, so we're going to create under this, go to the file and create export. So you already had back it up, right, under the server manager. So now you go to the server legal caption. So under legal caption, we're going to modify some values here. So right click and modify. Okay. So legal notice caption. So what you're going to enter a value. This is a secure PC, for instance. Server is a secure computer, right? You can just go without inverted quotes. So this is a secure PC appears here. Now go to the legal notice text. And modify some text information. Say only. So just someone is trying to get into your server, right? So, but he or she is not a system administrator. You are the system administrator. So if someone is trying to get into your system without the correct right and privileges, so they're going to get this message, which you're going to type in this value data. Only authorized can log in. Only authorized users can log in. What else? Log into this computer. And use this network. Okay. Shall I hit okay? Are you guys okay up to here, right?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So we got those two thingy. So what you're going to do? So you need to refresh your registry, right? Go to the view. So it should be adapted by your system. If you refresh it, now it is acceptable, right? It is stored in the system registry. So you close this registry and log in back to your computer. So restart your computer because you made some changes in the system registry, right? So you need to see how does.
Do we have to take any screenshot of the registry?
Well, this one, that's yeah, you can take that keys you have entered there. Only those two parts, more specifically. What I want you to log into your computer and see how what changes you will notice here. So Control Del. So this is a new message. This is a secure PC. Only authorized user can log into this computer and use this network. Correct?
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
take, so you get this one, a snip. Oops. New. How do you snip it? Right? Okay, so you're going to paste it in your lab report, which you're going to submit it. I am running out of time now. I think there are a few more steps we need to do, and no. So get to this page, and you're going to type in there registry editor on server or editing server registry. Hmm, I think 1 second. I think we can do this part in another lab. Let's make the thing easier.
Yes, ma'am. It's 150.
Yeah, you're right there. Thank you. So what I can suggest you, so if you have done it, you can keep this one, but you don't include it in the lab too. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you, ma'am.
yeah, I'll ask you to do it some other, so some next is I'll create another lab for you.
Last
So
step,
you,
ma'am.
this one. So you did the clone and you get this step, right? So
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
good. You're good to finish this. So save your work. Save your work. Right. So
Ma'am,
all this one. All
So,
the
ma'am, we,
this is all about lab two. This is all about lab.
पूरा होने.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy?
so we just need to, ma'am, put the like core version or
Yeah.
screenshot of the core version in the lab too.
Well, the up to the screenshot, we did a bunch of more things yesterday, if you remember.
Yeah,
So
ma'am. Yesterday and today, like we don't have to put the registry
no, no,
screenshot of
not
the registry data.
not at this point. We'll do it later. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Let me see when we can do it. How much time is left? Mm, 1 second. Let me double check one thing before we conclude this session. Yeah, you can just keep up to this point. Yeah, because if I initiate the registry part now, it's going to take a little bit like next 30 minutes, right? So registry will continue in another lab activity while I'll ask you to modify the registry later. but you have learned something, right? So what is the registry and what kind of information submission it's would ask you in the lab 3 part. So you can just submit up to the point where we have uh, set up our roles, right? We did some configuration, we assigned some roles, right? Those things. So install it. This is the heading of your lab too, please. Make a right heading. So make a
Can you scroll down a little bit down?
Yes, sure. Just 1 second. So I'm just making a visible something like this. Configuring a Windows Server 2012. Well, I was kidding by saying that if you reverse it, it's going to becomes 2021. But it doesn't mean that we are working with Server 2021, right? So okay. So you just follow along this. I'm just repeating it like this, going slowly. So those are the roles you have installed, right? And you installed and then you remove it, right? The remove roles. So you remove the print server. This is some those things we did it yesterday, if you remember. And then you use the PowerShell. Use the PowerShell. Make it a little bit bigger.
Itu lebih. Sana baru.
Okay, so time is almost over. So let's get to the attendance. You got it? What you need to submit? Everybody's
Yes, ma'am.
okay, right? You
Yes,
understand?
ma'am.
So registry, we will continue in other session, but you don't need to include it in this lab because our time is over and I cannot just leave it hanging for another week. Okay, so that's good enough. This is what we are intended to do. This is what we are intended to do. This is what we have planned it to configure our Windows server. So that's it. We configured it. Okay. So what did we configure? DNS, IIS, print server, and then we use a variety of ways to configure it. PowerShell, and then we configured also server core. That's good enough for laptop. Okay, let me go to your attendance roster.
What are you forgot?
Hmm? Oh. Okay, so well, get to attendance. So section is 78, right? Correct?
Example.
Akashdeep?
Present,
Akashdeep.
ma'am.
Amandeep Kaur?
Present, ma'am.
Amanveer Singh? Absent? Arjun?
Present, ma'am.
Arshdeep Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Gurinder Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Gurleen Kaur?
Present, ma'am.
Gurmanjot Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Harmeet Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Jaspal Singh? Jatanpreet Kaur? Jatanpreet Kaur?
Yes, Jatanpreet Kaur, present, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, 1 second. Some people are moving in and out of the system. Jatanpreet Kaur, present. Jobanpreet Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Jobanpreet Singh, number 2.
Present, ma'am.
Ranbir Singh?
Present, ma'am.
Kulvinder Singh.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, let me finish the attendance. I'm going to tell you the submission date. When you can submit it? Tonight? Tonight should be fine. Kulvinder Singh.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow,
Present.
ma'am.
Tomorrow?
No, ma'am. Not
No,
tonight,
ma'am.
please.
Oh,
It's night air, ma'am.
you are
Yes, ma'am.
already. Okay, so
No, ma'am,
tomorrow,
not for.
tomorrow night.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Can
I'm
you, ma'am?
gonna. Okay, I'm gonna set up the Dropbox after I finish this attendance, and the due date would be tomorrow night, according to my local time. Okay, you would have on Monday morning then. Plenty of time, I think so, right? So Lovepreet Kaur,
Present, ma'am.
Lovepreet Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Manisha,
Present, ma'am.
Manjot Kaur,
Present, ma'am.
Manjot Kaur number 2, Manjot Kaur number 2. आपसे Mehakdeep,
Present, ma'am.
Muskan,
Present, ma'am.
Neha, Neha, Parminder,
Present, ma'am.
Prinkle Jot,
Present, ma'am.
Rajvinder,
Present, ma'am.
Robin Preet,
Present, ma'am.
Simarjeet,
Present, ma'am.
Sukhman Preet, आपसे
Sukhman,
Sukhpreet,
please present.
okay. Sukhpreet,
Present, ma'am.
Sumanpreet,
Present, ma'am.
Vanshika,
Present, ma'am.
Bhavesh,
Present, ma'am.
Manvir,
Present, ma'am.
Sarvopari, absent. Divjot,
Present, ma'am.
Kapil,
Present, ma'am.
Devjot,
Present, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I said present at the time of Ibjot Singh. Sorry.
okay.
Ibjot is absent.
Ma'am, Sarvopari is present, ma'am. My mic was off.
Okay, Sarvopari.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes I teach you with my mic off.
Yes, ma'am.
Would
That
it be
happens
fine?
even with me.
Would it be fine?
No, ma'am. We want to learn.
Komalpreet,
Present, ma'am.
Nivjot,
Present, ma'am.
Nivjot number 2,
Present, ma'am.
Navneet,
Present, ma'am.
Tushar,
Present, ma'am.
Mohit, Sahil,
Present, ma'am.
Ranveer,
Present, ma'am.
Tanu.
Present, ma'am.
Ranveer, you have different name. Your display name is different, right, Ranveer?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Tanu,
Present, ma'am.
Shehbaz, Shehbaz, Shruti, Monisha,
Present, ma'am.
Shahina, Harjot,
Present, ma'am.
Karanbir,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Kamar Paul,
Yes, ma'am.
Vikrant,
Present, ma'am.
Anish. Okay. So I just
Anish
hit
still present,
this.
ma'am.
Okay, I mark you. So you can check it at your side. All right. So all set. Anything else I can help you with? So let me create the your Dropbox for your lab 2. Lab 2. Okay. So you said that you want to submit by tomorrow night. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You are in India, then it's going to be Monday morning. So you have 24 hours because we are behind you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let me make it visible. Okay, I think you can see the Dropbox there, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's available lab 2.
Okay, all set.
Yes, ma'am.
So ready to leave the class then, correct?
Ma'am, regarding the lab 1 grades,
Okay, who's talking?
Gurinder
Gurinder.
Singh.
Gurinder.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you first listen me. Let me double check what I
Yes,
did and
ma'am.
what did you do there? Gurinder. Gurinder. Can I have first 3 letters of your name?
GUR.
Okay. I think that's a common name. Okay. Well, you have good grades here. Server
It's
2
just 65,
installation.
ma'am.
Yeah, because you're missing installation for server 2.
But it's the same thing. But I have pasted the name change and time change for server 2.
Yeah, but I need to see it in the report. I told you that I need to see three servers. So
Like I
every server
showed you the file yesterday, ma'am, and you said that it was all right. And
I
I
did
submitted after that.
well, but I didn't see that you did not include the like a server 2 there. Well, that's every server, every machine configuration, 30%, and 10% was for your first screen display. This one. Well, if you send me the something in the chat box to quickly look at it, that's a very short time I have to. I need at least 5-10 minutes to look at someone contents, because during the class I cannot spare that much. I'll try to spare some time to look at your work on the spot. This is what a lesson I learned it now. Neha, I mark you there. No. Okay,
Excuse me,
I'll
ma'am.
fix. Okay, one second. Let me explain. Let me finish with Gurinder. Um, uh, this one, you know. So 30% for every machine setting, and 10% for if you show me your virtual machine steps that you have created, like this one. If someone shows me this screenshot that I had
I
created.
have included that short,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, that's the 10% and 30%, 30, 30, 30, 60. Okay, I'll give you more. No worries.
Thank you,
60,
ma'am.
60 and 60, and then because you have included, you're missing one configuration. So minus 30, right? Is that okay?
Like
You need
it's like,
you need to
but
have that you need to have that server. We need to have that server. We cannot
but
run we
I
can
have the server, ma'am. Like
Mhm.
if I paste any installation screenshot, it will be just same as the last one, right? So that was the reason I didn't include one,
Well, but how do I know that you created two server?
because I pasted the server2 file at the end as well.
Really?
Can you please check the step 7?
Okay. Server 12 file. Okay, server.
This is the first machine and next one is the second machine. Scroll down, ma'am, please.
Hmm.
This is the second one. I just didn't include the installation part because the 6 steps would be same for second as well.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
One
Thank you
second.
so much, ma'am.
Let me fix one person problem. You know.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. So see you next week. That's my weekend, right? Saturday.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I was present in the class.
What happened then?
My Wi-Fi was not working that time. I
Who's
also
talking?
sent you message on chat.
Okay. So after that, you don't see yourself present on the attendance tab?
No, ma'am, it's showing absent.
So who's talking, by the way?
My name is Mohit, ma'am.
Okay. You know, I wish I can remember you by your voice. You remember me by my voice, right?
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
easy. It's easy, right? Because of my unique accent in and you know, I wish I can do it for all of you, but please do mention the name when you're talking to me, because at the same time it may not appear under my screen.
Sure, ma'am.
This is day 9, day 8. Okay. Mohit.